People, how are you? Fingers crossed we're all good to go today. Let's have a look and see how we are. I'll just wait for some of you to hop on. We have some nice things to talk about today. And oh my goodness, the sun is shining, which is a bit of a miracle here because it's been rain for weeks. I'll actually correct that. It's shining momentarily because it's already had some massive downpours this morning. I'm not sure if we've had enough rain yet, though. I think maybe there's going to be more rain. Okay, I can see you hop on. Give me a hello in the chat. Tell me how you're going. What are you knitting? What's on your needles at the moment? I'd love to hear that. Hang on, let's just have a look. Morena, Sabrina, it is nice to see you. Excellent. Good. I can see you all there. So I have some lovely things to show you today. I've got a new pattern and I've also got a prize. So we'll just crack on, I think. Hey, Muriel, nice to see you. Hey, Shona, how are you? Nice to see you too. Hey, Facebook user, I can't see your name. Some of you I can see and other people I can't see, but it's really nice to see you all. Hopefully we're all good too over at YouTube. I can't see any YouTubers here just yet, but I think we're all good to go there as well. Hey, Krista, nice to see you. Awesome. That's good to see you. Okay, right. So I have a pattern for you. For those of you in Wardrobe Toolbox, you have this pattern. Well, so those of you who are in Wardrobe Toolbox last Christmas, you've got this pattern. It's in your library already, and some of you who have joined have grabbed it as well. You're a bit restless knitting wise, so I've cast on multiple things. Oh, but yesterday you cast on a gnome, Claire. Oh, that's so cute. I've been plotting and planning. I've got this idea for a pattern that I'm working on, which I'm really quite excited about. So I can't wait to show you all. Hey, Terry. Oh, it's the first day of summer. Yes, pinch and a punch for the first of the month. It's December, everybody. Oh my goodness. First day of summer down here. Tamsin is knitting Antipodes in the Antipodes in Mardi. Actually, I'm going to show you some Mardi today. Someone's got Settler on the needles for a surprise 60th. Oh, I do love to hear when you guys are making things for gifts. It's so nice. I really like that. Okay, so Sasha was a pattern. Here she is here. I wore her yesterday. I wear this one a lot, but I thought I'd show you on the hanger today because I think it's easy to talk a little bit about her when you can see the whole thing rather than me standing up and trying to, perch off the edge of my couch. So Sasha was a pattern in Wardrobe Toolbox last year. She's been super popular. She has a fabulous scoop neck. It's a bit like the one I'm wearing, but it's a lovely scoop to it. And she has this nice little rolled edge on it. So it's a lovely touch to the edge of the neck. But I think the thing that we're enjoying about Sasha, I think there are a lot of things I think we're enjoying about Sasha. She's so easy to wear. She's just so easy to throw on. I wore her yesterday when the weather was a little bit cool, actually. And she's perfect in this weather for lots of reasons for me. One, because she is actually a wool blend. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about yarn in a minute. But she just gave me enough warmth yesterday without putting on a big jumper. I didn't want that. I didn't want a cardigan. I just wanted something that was sort of a warm layer, but wasn't like really hot. Oh, our internet is playing up, so I'm not sure if it's me, but you're a bit blurry. Can you tell me if I'm a bit blurry or if I'm okay? Because Mr. Myrtle said he can come and change something if I'm blurry. He's been hovering around. But I can tell him to come back if I'm blurry. Anyway, she's just a really nice layer. I love the sleeve length. The sleeve length is here. It's elbow length, and it's such a nice length to wear. I actually feel a little bit retro wearing this length of sleeve. It just feels a little bit like I've stepped out of some sort of 1950s show when I've just got this jumper that finishes at my elbows. I really like that. It feels good and it just gives me enough warmth. I'm not melting in her. So she has these raglan lines for the shaping for the body, which I think a lot of people like wearing a raglan. And then she has this lace panel that runs the entire way down the shoulder and then down the sleeve. And it's just a little subtle lace, and it's set against it's got knitted lace. It's just set against a little bit of stockinette. And then she goes to a rib with a roll on the cuff. I actually really like this finish. You've probably seen this finish from me before, and you will see it again. I really like this way of finishing garments. I think it's really smart without having sort of a, it just feminizes it. And I think that I like that little, just that little feminine touch at the end really appeals to me. So she has beautiful shaping through the body. I thought there was food on the front. Look, there might be food on the front. No, I think yeah, there is. I think there might be just a little bit of my dinner on the front. Hopefully it's all right. But this one has A-line shaping. So she just gently, you can see, I wonder if you can see, she gently scooches out like that. Can you see? So she just gently comes out at the sides. It's just a nice, it floats with the line of your body. And of course, there's total scope from sort of here down to do what you like. You might want to add bust darts. You might want to increase your A-line shaping to suit you at the hips. And you might want to add a bit of length. She actually is she's actually quite a good long length. And I sometimes tuck her up into the front of my trousers or whatever I'm wearing underneath her. So I have her hanging down at the back like I did in my photo. I often will wear her like that, where she's just tucked up at the front. But you can see the scoop of the neck. It's a really lovely scoop. It's very, altogether, she has a really soft, feminine vibe about her, Sasha. And I just really enjoy wearing her, but she's not like miles and layers and buttons and all that. It's no fiddle. There's no twaddle, no twiddling going on. She's just really simple, but very, I don't know. She's just like a classic, I think. So that is Sasha, and she will be out tomorrow. And those of you know that if you're on my mini mag list, I'll do a discount for you, so you can get 20% off the pattern price. But I'll just give it to my, it's just one of those things that I just do for my mini mag subscribers. So you subscribe by just going to trulymyrtle.com/mini mag, and you can just sign up there. And I just send you like a weekly little mini mag, I call it. It's just a little chatter and some links that you might want to look at every week. So almost without fail, I'll send you a mini mag. There will be a few gaps through the year when I'm on holiday. But other than that, it's in your inbox for the Southern Hemisphere, every Friday morning. And for the Northern Hemisphere, every Thursday evening. So Sasha will be out tomorrow with a discount code that you can use on Ravelry and on my website. Let's have a little look what you're saying. Oh, good. I'm not blurry. Excellent. I've just plowed on. Amanda said, I have to make myself another bit of size smaller. The yarn is just waiting for me to have time. Same old problem, right? Quite a lot of that waiting for me to have time. I'm doing a lot of poking around and dreaming at the moment. Sasha is on someone else's list very soon. And Claire says, I love my Sasha. I don't normally make things twice, but I'm considering it for Sasha. So I think that there is real scope to make this one several times, because I think depending on the yarn you choose, you can really make a difference to how it hangs, how cool it is, and all of those things. So, I didn't bring one more, which I did want to show you, but I'll describe. So the original yarn that I used is a Happy Go Knitty yarn called Mardi. And for those of you in the Southern Hemisphere, you'll be familiar with Mardi. It's beautiful, beautiful yarn. It's 60% superwash merino, 20% silk, and 20% yak. The color I used is called Southern Ocean. It's absolutely this beautiful green. I was wearing this yesterday, and I had on some charcoal skinny jeans and a pair of what would you call those? We used to call them summer sneakers. I used to call them summer sneakers with the girls, like little flats, but they're canvas flats. And I got them at White Stuff in the UK probably 12 years ago, maybe more. And they're the same color. They just have a little white sole. I love those shoes. Anyway, someone commented that I was all matching. And indeed, I was all matching. I was totally matching. Yesterday, my shoes and my top matched. Felt very cohesive like that. So I used Mardi. It has that beautiful shadowed undertone with the yak. The thing that has worked so spectacularly, I think, for this garment is the high twist. It's a beautiful high twist. So it has the lovely sheen of the silk, but it has a lot of twist in the yarn. And so I'm not getting a lot of pilling. There really isn't a lot of pilling happening here. I can see the shadow of the yak through the garment, and it creates just a subtle halo But there aren't, I'm just not pilling. It's going to be one of those tops that I can just thrash, and it'll be fabulous. It's just fabulous and last and last and last. So Mardi is a great choice. That is the one I already used. Were they called kittens? Yeah, I don't remember. I don't know. I used to call them summer sneakers. I used to get my girls every summer, usually from Sainsbury's, summer sneakers. They were just little canvas slip-ons, and yeah, I really like those shoes. I used to have a few of them. We're down to one. It's forgot that it's Thursday. It is Thursday, and it's actually December. I can't believe it. What am I wearing today? Oh, I'm wearing Urchin. Thank you, Rebecca. She's telling. Yes, this is Urchin. So this is another little top. Now, actually, that's a good point, because this yarn that I used for Urchin would be a lovely choice for Sasha as well. This one has like, I can't remember the exact blend, but it has like linen and rayon and things like that. And it would be a really nice choice because it's quite light. It's a very light. It's a more summery feel to it. Just going to give Mr. Myrtle the thumbs up. It has a more summery feel to it. And look, the lace actually has beautiful definition. So you can see in here that you get a good sense of the lace. It's not going to be obscured by a fluffy yarn. I think that would be nice. And this one certainly does that as well. I knitted my original, and the second one will be as well, in a high twist sock yarn from Dreamfire Artisan Yarns. And the stitch definition is fantastic and no pilling either. Excellent, Amanda. And that's one of the things I'm going to talk about as well. Pumps or plimsolls. Yeah, they're a little like plimsolls that they wore to school. A little like, I guess you would call them plimsolls in the UK, these shoes, I think. That's probably the closest. But when I think plimsolls, I just think of those little black ones that we used to have to get to the kids for PE. They're little, they don't quite, they're a little bit more stylish than that. How can you tell from a label if you're ordering yarn online if it has a high twist? You probably will see it in the photos. You can see in this. Can you see you can actually see the twist in the yarn. Now, I don't know if you're going to see it clearly on my screen, but you will actually visibly see twist in the photo. And that's a good indicator to you that it has high twist. Now, if you compare it to something like this, which I'm going to show you, that does not have high twist. It doesn't have that high definition to the yarn like that one does. Can you see a difference there? I mean, obviously this is a different blend, and I'm going to talk about that in a second, but it doesn't have that high twist to it. You'll find that a lot of sock yarns have good twist, and a sock yarn is a really good choice. Morgana is also saying it should be advertised as such. It probably will be. They'll probably use the term high twist because it is something that dyers will want to let you know. It is a feature of the yarn, and it gives such amazing stitch definition and usually low pilling. So I poke around. Worst comes to the worst, email them and ask them, what is a high twist? If they say single, a single spin, no high twist. That is just one piece of yarn, one ply, just spun, and it will be really loose. It won't usually be high twist. If it's high twist, you're going to be knitting with rope, but it'll be so stiff. So a single spun, you can use it. Of course, you can use it if you want to. There are no rules. It will probably pill. Now, I did use a single spun yarn for my Rebel cardigan. Do you remember that hot electric one that I've got, the yellow one? And that has not pilled at all. It's a superwash single, and it actually had a reasonable twist in it. So sometimes you'll find anomalies in there. You have to be a bit of a detective, I think, when you're looking. Now, we talked a little bit about sock yarn. This is a beautifully soft sock yarn, which is 90% merino, 10% nylon. And this is a hedgehog fibers. Now, I haven't actually knitted with this yet, but I'm looking at the yarn and I'm feeling it. And I'm thinking this, I think, would be a lovely choice too. If you found a sock yarn that I think, well, it depends what you like, right? This one is lovely and soft. And for a top like this, when I want a little bit of drape and I want it to feel, does look like I've got a stain on it there, but I don't actually think that is a stain. I don't think that is. I think it's just a tiny bit of yellow from an egg maybe at the top. If you want nice swing to it and you want it to feel smooth on you, it's sort of that embracing that feminine side of it, then I think these soft sock yarns would do really well. I think that would be a nice choice. But really, I don't think that it would matter if you chose a different sock yarn if it wasn't terrifically soft. I think you just get maybe a slightly stiffer look, but it's going to be only you will notice particularly. It's you and your personal preference. But this is lovely and silky and soft. It does have reasonable twist to it. It's not quite as high twist as this one. You can see the twists in this yarn. And this does have twist, but it's not quite as high twist, but I think it would be pretty good. It has the nylon in it as well, which is really going to hold it together. And I wouldn't expect this one to pill. So that is a nice option for you. A sock yarn. So a sock yarn we would normally define by something that has merino with it that we would use for socks. Often it's a merino nylon, but it might be a blue-faced Leicester nylon. It might be a couple of yarns and nylon. All of those things would work pretty well. I see I need more summer yarn in my stash. Look, Terry, see that up there? I've been starting to collect some summer yarns, but actually hold fire because on Wardrobe Toolbox next month, we're going to have a little chat about summer yarns. And so I think that'll be quite a useful chat that you're going to have there. Brilliant. You can see it when I hold it up close. It's the first day of your advent calendar, says Rebecca. Yay, I really treated myself this year and I got Union Fiber, Yarn Floozy, and Natural Fiber Arts. Oh, I'm still waiting for the Yarn Floozy to arrive. I was just talking to someone about this week, and it just totally crept up on me the end of the year because I dove in to see if I could get a Yarn Floozy one, and she'd sold them all out. So I really enjoyed last year opening the Union Fiber one. It was just so beautiful. And I have the whole lot sitting down there in a basket. And I have an idea in my head about a shawl. And I really must get to it and put it together. Sometimes we need to treat ourselves. Indeed we do, Shona. Indeed, we definitely do. Gauge for pattern. Oh, thank you. Someone's telling me the gauge for the pattern. It's 28 stitches to 38 rows on a 3.5mm needle. It is. That is exactly what it says in my pattern. So that is something to shoot for. But again, you're going for a fabric you like. And once you get a fabric you like, then we can embed the pattern into it. And we can do it. You can do a little bit of maths. But if you want to get that particular gauge, if you want to avoid all the maths and go for that gauge, you might have to play around with your needles and you might have to play around with your yarn. So that's just something to bear in mind. Hedgehog Fibers twist sock is good too. What have I got here? Just sock yarn, right? Hedgehog Fibers, which is this brand, twist sock, and that's a blue-faced Leicester nylon with a high twist. Sounds beautiful. Sounds really lovely, right? I need to be a bit faster. Yeah, most of them close in July or August. But do you know, that's because I don't start thinking about Christmas till after my birthday in November. So it really trips me up. Next year, I'll try and do it earlier. Just you guys remind me. Okay, so now Amanda mentioned Dreamfire, and she used a sock yarn from Dreamfire. I have this very, very beautiful skein of yarn, which I actually am desperate to cast on, and I keep reaching for it and thinking, I really fancy a shawl with this right now. I really fancy this color in a shawl, the cool blue. I always feel that this color, it always feels like an intellectual color, like not an intellectual, but yes, but like a thinking color. This blue is just, it's like you can feel your brain expand with this blue. I do. I think it's like clear, open skies, endless ideas. That's the feeling I get with this blue. And I have this real urge to put it on right now. But I'm hunting. I might have to go back to Dreamfire actually and see if she can do me some yarn to go with it, because I just want to do something with it in it. And I am struggling to find something that really wants to play with it in my stash of yarn that I have for designs. But yes, it's really very beautiful. So the color aside, this is a it's called Sangu 4-ply. It's a merino 70%, silk 20%, cashmere 10%. Now it's stunning. It will pill. When you wear it in a garment, it will pill. I'm expecting. It has good twist in it. I can see the twist, and that's telling me the stitch definition is going to be good. But when I hear about the cashmere and I hear about the silk and the merino, and I'm not hearing that that it hasn't quite got the same twist as the Mardi, although it's pretty good. I'm thinking that we might have some pilling, but doesn't say that it's super wash. So it says hand wash in warm water. I'm thinking we're going to get a little bit of pilling. I might be wrong, right? But that's my thought about it. But this would be beautiful if you can. If I'm right and it has a bit of pilling, and you can put up with pilling, this would be beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It would be a luxury version of this garment. It would have beautiful swing. It would have lovely sheen. You would see the stitches really well. The roll at the neck would be really pretty. You'd see the little detail at the arm with the rib that goes into the curl. I think this would the shaping would work really well in it. It would be soft and very feminine and warm. It would be lovely. It would be really lovely. So that's another option, is to go for something that really is we just grab hold of the softness and the drape. So we're thinking cashmere and silk and merinos. Now this one is similar, isn't it? Because it did have the merino silk yak, but it is a superwash merino. This one doesn't say that, so I'm unsure about whether it is, and it certainly says to hand wash. So I'm going to save this one for a shawl, but this kind of blend, I think I wouldn't be too afraid of it, using it in a garment, provided I was prepared to look after it. Okay. And I was prepared that that's what was going to happen. It would feel delicious. Now, you'll remember I actually made floozy in a yarn a bit like this, didn't I? It was a merino silk cashmere. I'm not sure. It might have had a little bit of nylon, but I don't actually remember now. Someone might remind me. So yeah, the yarn is just absolutely stunning. Yes, Shona, it's a little bit like my blue, my Liberty blue. Yeah, it is a little more expensive than my Liberty blue, but it is a similar color. Mine, this is more, I'm trying to think of the color. This is more gray, blue, greeny, and mine is more, it's a clearer kind of blue. It sort of goes in the other direction. It's lovely. Yeah, I know. And the delivery fee. Yeah, I looked up for you. It's really awkward. I can't remember if it was you, Shona, that emailed me. Someone emailed me about that, the courier fees. I talked to Mr. Myrtle about it, but we're kind of stuck, really. It's a bit tricky. I don't know if I have the quantities that they will give me a better price. I don't think I do yet. What is the name? What is the name of this color? Oh, That Girl's Dark Dress. Amanda, That Girl's Dark Dress. It's a beautiful, beautiful blue. It really is. So I'm going to have to get a bit more, I think. This one I know I like. This, I've used this. This is Fusion, Luxurious from Fusion. It is 40% linen, 40% mulberry silk, 10% fine merino, and 10% super baby alpaca. So it has a lot of linen and a lot of silk in it. Those things tell us it's going to have really good swing. It's going to drop a little bit. It's got that lovely sheen. This one I think would work really well. Now you can see the halo in it. That's the linen sticking out, all these little bits of linen in it. And it has got baby alpaca, so it's got a little bit of a fuzz. But overall, the quantity of linen in that is really it's the linen and the silk that you really, really notice in this yarn. And I think this would be a beautiful option as well. For Māori, it would be quite different. It would be more like what I'm wearing. It'll be a little bit more sort of summer feeling. It would give you a little bit of warmth, but it would be a more of a summer top. You'd feel like you're wearing a summer top. This one I'm not anticipating, not where I live. Well, look, I don't know though. If we don't actually get a summer, I'll wear it all summer, but I'm not anticipating I'll wear this all summer. I'll just get too hot. We get so hot down here that I really end up in a lot of sleeveless stuff, because the idea of putting a sleeve on just is too hot. But I think if you live somewhere where it doesn't get boiling, boiling hot, and you have some good cool days in your summer, that original yarn that I use, the Māori, would be fine. I notice a lot of the Northern Hemisphere dyers will use woolen yarns for their summer tops, and that just does not compute to me because I tend to gravitate towards linens at this time of year. But this one is a really nice option. I think that would be a good intermediary. Probably on your hottest days, you still wouldn't want to wear this down here, but it's lovely. This is lovely yarn. It knits up really beautifully. you guys will see that from me pretty soon in a pattern. The other option for you is just to go straight linen. Now, it would be quite different. It would certainly be area. In order to get a fabric you like, you might, unless you get a very fine linen, you might not achieve gauge in a excuse me, I'm reading the comments. I've stopped looking at. You might not achieve gauge for the pattern. So you might find a fabric you like and then do the little bit of maths to find a size in here that will work for your gauge. But I think a linen version would be pretty fabulous. It would be different. And look, it's not going to hold itself together quite as well. It will definitely, a linen version will definitely be relaxed and falling down and drapey. And you wear it over sort of wide leg linen trousers, that kind of look you'd go for. It's not quite so put together. I mean, it's put together, but it's not quite so, you know, holding itself together in a linen. But those are just a bunch of different options for you for Sasha. All of the details here, all of this stuff here, I'll give you all of that in my mini mag tomorrow. So you can have a little read through before you start if you want. Once you're into the pattern, it has a whole page on the sizing. So it's a matter of going through and figuring out what size you want. But we've got needles and gauge and yarn and all of those things. I'll give you all of that tomorrow, as well as a bunch more pictures so you can see what it looks like. And yeah, you can grab it if you want for tomorrow. So the discount will just last for the weekend. Here we go. Amanda said, oh, it was you. Can I just use ordinary mail? I'll email you, Shona. We looked at that. The price is negligible, unfortunately. And I think it's because of my contract with them. Because I'm newer at doing this, the difference in price is actually negligible, unfortunately. And Mr. Myrtle is balking at the idea of trying to deal with New Zealand Post, because that's a little bit of a that might be a little bit of a headache if something goes wrong. Yeah. So but I'm going to email you and give you some options. It looks so different on the screen, this color. I've been eyeing it up every time I visit. Yeah, it's beautiful. Eye it up a bit more, Amanda. Go and grab some. It's really nice. Oh, yes. Some people are ordering so much yarn that they're making the cost worthwhile. Yes. Some people are ordering so much yarn that I'm paying for your courier. But that's fine. It's great. We've just got a cap on it for weight, but some of you are busting through that, it's fine. Now, Carol Feller makes linen, silk, and merino blend, new sport. Oh, have I got that? Do you mean, hang on, it's not, but bother, up there. Look, I think that actually might be really nice. I think so. It might be a little bit thicker. So if you go for a sport weight, it's going to be, this is definitely a fingering. In fact, this one has 366 meters. So that's about 400 yards for thereabouts for a skein. The sport's going to have a little less yardage. So your stitches are going to be bigger. So your top's just going to be a little bit heavier. But if you can get close to gauge and then do a little bit of jiggery pokery, then it might be lovely. I think the blend itself sounds really nice, Krista. Cool. So that is my Sasha top. I really love wearing it. I wear it all the time. I wear her all the time. She is one of my favorites. And I did tell you the color of that one, Southern Ocean. This is such a beautiful color. Such an absolutely beautiful color, the Southern Ocean. But, Happy Go Nitty has the most stunning colors anyway, so you really can't go wrong. Go and have a little look and see what you can find in her Mardi. Hopefully she's got some in there. Right, I have got the prize for you. Ta-da, the Yarnology magazine. Lots of you entered for the giveaway, and I've got a winner for you. And look what I found. Look what I found hidden. I had a cleanup out here, and I was poking in boxes I don't normally poke in, and I found the stitch markers that lovely Katrina had given me. Guys, you need to go and get some of these stitch markers. They're so cute. Look, these are the little polymer clay. Oh, they're going to wriggle and wriggle and wriggle. Knitted stitch markers in all different shapes. There's another one. A little teardrop. A little circle. Actually really good because you can put them in different places in your pattern and you know that that's marker whatever, A, marker B, marker 1, marker 2, like that. And I found them and I thought I was going crazy. because I thought she'd given them to me, and then I couldn't find them, and I thought I'd lost my mind. But I hadn't. I just put them in a safe place, as my mother would say. Put them in a very safe place. So the person who is winning the Yarnology magazine is actually also going to get a bunch of stitch markers, because I'm going to pop it in with the Yarnology magazine. And I have got a winner. I found a winner. I just scrolled through on YouTube, and I scrolled through on Facebook, and then I grabbed a winner. And the winner is Anne Allen. She said, from the Southern Hemisphere, I would love to win a copy of Yarnology and would sit on the deck in the sunshine with a rosé to read it. And I thought, Anne, that sounds exactly right. So there we are, Anne. Congratulations. You need to just let me know your address so I can get this in the mail to you with your bonus stitch markers that I found. They're really cute. Oh, goody, I can see Katrina's here, and she's put a link to them in Facebook. So go and have a little look. She actually showed me. Have you got them up yet, Katrina? Did you put the new ones on the website? You have to tell me. Terry says, I'm wearing my knitted jumper earrings today. They're very cool. Excellent, Terry. That's really nice. That's cool. You've got a whole bunch of them. Go and have a look at Katrina's store. She did show me that she has some Christmas ones. Am I allowed to tell them? She's got some Christmas earrings that are all ready to go. And I hope they might be in her store. If they're not, she's going to do it today. I'm sure she'll do it today. Yes, the Christmas ones. You should go and get some of those. They're really cute for Christmas. They're so nice because they're so light. You don't even feel like you're wearing them. They're really easy to wear, not like ones that make you get big holes and drag down to your elbows. Oh, neat, you're here, Anne. Excellent. Yes, and Annie, you won. So you can sit back and put your feet up and have a rosé and read the book. Just let me know your address and I'll get it off to you. Email me. Excellent. Katrina says the Christmas earrings are all up. So if you've seen my podcast the other day and you saw me showing off the earrings that match the little stitch markers, go and have a little look. They're really cute. Amanda puts things in safe places all the time. So safe that even I can't find them. That's like my safe places. Very safe places I have around here. No one can find them but I did actually find the stitch markers. Okay, folks, I'm going to disappear. I will see you next week. Terry said she's bought the Christmas tree ones and the snowflakes, and they're really good to go on the Christmas presents. Excellent. Yes, I think they're nice additions to Christmas presents. I will see you next week. We're rolling to the end of the year. And I will have a couple of weeks off the podcast over Christmas, but I'll tell you about that when we get there. But we've still got a few weeks ahead of us, haven't we? So we've got, I'll be here for the next 2. That's for sure. Next 2, definitely. And then I might have a break. I'll see how busy I am towards the end of the year. Probably very busy, but we'll see. Morgan's frantically trying to tidy her room for Wardrobe Toolbox. Yes, we've got a Wardrobe Toolbox session in a minute. So I'm going to vanish off and come back and do that with everybody. Yay. Okay, lovely people. Knit hard. Have fun. Take some time out of the Christmas knitting for you. Steal away into a quiet place and just relish those stitches. Just a moment, just a little moment every day. I think we all benefit from that, don't we? I've been stealing out here. I said to Mr. Myrtle last night, because our kids were so loud. There was someone having a shower with music, and there was someone else having a shower with music, and then someone was in the kitchen with me. So loud. They were so loud in our house last night, because there's 5 kids living here at the moment. And my son, a friend of my son's, is turning up today, so it's going to be louder tonight. And I said, I'm just going out to the garage, and I'm going to just have some quiet time out there. Would you like to come? And he was prone on the bed and he didn't want to move. So I came out here, and that's when I did some tidying. Oh no, I did that before, but I did more tidying and sorting and looking at things and organizing. And it was so nice. I had my music on out here, and it was just lovely. So this is my happy place. Steal away to your happy place and do some knitting. I'm yabbering too long. I will see you next week. Knit a lot. Bye, everybody. See you later.